guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I am sharing kind of a mixed success haul. I asked you guys a few videos back if you wanted to see the purchases, which absolutely didn't work out. I did get a Louis Vuitton bag, which I was so excited for, and as soon as I opened it, it was just an immediate no and an immediate return. So I'm about to send it back, but I'm gonna share it with you today before I do. And then I also have a few bits which are successful purchases, so I'll be sharing those too. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. Okay, so here is the purchase in question, and on the plus side, it did come in their beautiful holiday packaging, which I mean, 10 out of 10. This is so gorgeous. Unfortunately, well, the bag side is gorgeous, but I just feel like it's fundamentally flawed. And one thing to note for any Louis Vuitton beauty fans is that whenever you do a purchase now, or at least the ones that I've done, they do give you quite generous, very nice samples. So I've gotten perfume samples, I've gotten their lipstick samples as well, just a lot of really nice stuff. So if you wanted to try their beauty products, which are extortionately priced, but it is a nice way to do it. All right, so here is the box, and you have to now press the little button to open the flap. Another little sample. All right, so inside is the all-in-one Empreinte bag in the MM size, and I saw this. I was not familiar with it at all, so I don't quite know when it was launched, but I got advertised this when I was doing a search for some other bag. I can't remember what it was, and it was just there like right at the top in the Google searches, and I just thought it looked so beautiful. I love Empreinte. Haven't had the best experience with Empreinte bags. I had an Empreinte tote bag where I just felt like the shape wasn't quite there, and I got a lot of wear on the corners, and the structure was collapsing a little bit. Like, it wasn't a great experience overall, but I figured it's quite a few years later, they're going to have solved some of those issues, I would think. So I decided to give this a try. And I mean, I feel like without even me explaining it, you can probably guess what my issues are with it. But yeah, this is not what I had in mind when I saw it online. So you can expand it and collapse it in. So it does expand out to be a really roomy, great tote. And I do think it's a very nice looking bag. And I like the fact that it so seamlessly kind of adapts into two different styles. Like, I feel like they look like two different bags now, but very easy to adapt. And I do always love the look of Empreinte. The issues are, and maybe predictably, one, it's very heavy. This is obviously completely empty. I've not used it, but even though it's completely empty, it feels like a very substantially weighted bag. The biggest issue though was that you can see it is folded in just like so, and I mean, you might be able to pad it out, but if it's kind of collapsing in like that before I've even used it, it's not going to get better with time. But by far my kind of #1 personal bugbear with it is the complete lack of structure on the base there, and I feel like that's kind of related to the sagging right here. But as soon as you put anything in, like, this is completely empty, and you can already tell like it's kind of sagging a little bit. As soon as you put anything in, it's going to sag right down. You're going to have that drop right there at the base. They have not reinforced the base at all, which I just don't even understand. Like, why wouldn't you reinforce a base, especially with a leather type that you know is on the heavier side, you know it's more prone to structural issues. And yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh no, that's gonna annoy me way too much. And now that I've gone to look back at the listing, because I did wonder, I was like, maybe it's like a faulty bag, maybe it's just mine. So I went back to look at the listing, and then I saw it advertised, and even the model one that was advertised had this issue, and you can tell it was really sagging already. So that was just an instant no for me. As much as I like the look of it, I just cannot stand bags that sag. So yeah, those were basically my issues with it. Apart from that, I think it's a very good looking bag, and if it wasn't for the structure, the sagging issues, the denting and the weight, I'd probably like it. But obviously those are quite a few things to overcome, and it wasn't a cheap bag. It was £2,500. So for me, 100% not worth it. It was an instant return. And I'm really sad because I feel like I haven't really been that excited by too many high-end bag styles recently. From Saint Laurent to Chanel to Louis Vuitton, like, there just hasn't been all that much that I'd be like, oh my goodness, that's a must-have. So when I saw this, I was like, oh wow, like, I actually really want and love that. But it very much wasn't meant to be. So If you don't mind kind of slightly saggier bags, then this might be the one for you, but certainly for me, I just know myself, my preferences, and this would just be a complete no, and I would just not enjoy using it. I would stress way too much, so it is beautiful, but yeah, definitely not a style that would be a keeper for me. Okay, so on to a slightly more successful purchase, but not that you can see it with the light. I got a new pair of Manolos. I found these on a major sale, so I'm very excited. And these are possibly the most Amie shoe I've ever seen. They are just gorgeous. How beautiful are those? So these are a hankacy pump with a mesh polka dot and that beautiful buckle. I didn't know that a polka dot hankacy existed, but the fact that it does just makes my soul so happy. This is the mid heel height, and I just think this is the most beautiful shoe I think I've ever seen. They are very comfortable though. I guess because of the mesh. Sometimes I feel like hankacies can be a little bit stiff, whereas this really isn't. And just look at the sparkle on this buckle. I'm just so in love. I was so excited to see these on such a big discount as well. I feel like the really popular ones rarely get discounted now, but these were on major sale. I got a little bit off extra as well, and just very happy. I think the sale is still going on. It's at Harvey Nichols. They're doing a huge clearance. So many great items. I did do a blog post for this one as well, so I'll link that down below if you want to see my picks. But there are a lot of great styles, from the Row bags to Manolo Blahnik, Gianvito Rossi, loads of gorgeous handbags, and a lot of great boot styles, some pumps, just like a load of really beautiful items. So I will go ahead and link that if you wanted to check it out, and I'll also pop the discount details, but definitely a good one, and I am so thrilled with this purchase. And then I did get a few clothing bits in. So first of all, I'm very into my embellished sweaters at the moment, and how beautiful is this? See if you can see the detail on it, but it has all this kind of beaded detail, but the beads are so shiny, it kind of has like a sparkly effect, but it doesn't feel like too much. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It's on both shoulders as well. And I thought this was so stunning. So it's a really nice chunky knit. It's like a dark grey rib knit, very soft, but like a nice weight as well. So it feels very warm and cozy. A nice kind of semi-oversized fit. It's nothing too huge, but it's definitely not super skinny either, which I really love. And I just thought this was adorable. You can definitely wear this with a skirt if you want to, but I'm probably just planning on wearing these with jeans. But so thrilled with this. I thought it was the cutest thing. I just love this embellished detail. And then I got this beautiful dress, and unfortunately it's a little bit lopsided at the moment because it comes with these absolutely beautiful metal ribbon bows, and they're pearl encrusted, so they are so stunning, but they are a little bit delicate, and Leo accidentally ripped one off. So I'm going to sew it. It's not a big deal to sew it. I think that's just going to take me 2 minutes. I just haven't got around to it yet. So hopefully I will find time to do that before New Year's Eve, which is when I'm planning on wearing this. I just absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. I think it comes in black as well. It has this lovely red lace detail right there. It is a mini dress, but I don't feel like it's too crazy or short, and it's just beautiful. It's fully lined, so you get that beautiful kind of overlay effect. Really cute, very flattering as well, surprisingly so. Like, I didn't know if I'd be able to pull this off, but I actually think it's very forgiving, and I just thought this was beautiful, like really festive, and I love the color, just a really beautiful deep red, and the embellished ribbons are just so gorgeous. And then speaking of party wear, I saw this tall skirt and I just couldn't resist. I just think it is so stunning. So it has a Swiss dot pattern, but there are actually 2 layers, which is what I think makes this so special, because you just get a really kind of volume heavy, beautiful, whimsical effect with it. It's just so beautiful. It is fully lined with a kind of nude lining, so it's a really pretty effect. It just makes the polka dot pattern shine. Really gorgeous. It is like a little bit puffy, but it's nothing too crazy. I think I'm just gonna be wearing mine with a nice bodysuit, and I love this so much. I always love a good polka dot. You guys will probably know that, but I thought this was so festive and cute, very wearable as well, like so easy to throw on. I still feel like it looks and feels a little bit special, but it's nothing too out there, and I just thought this was gorgeous. And then last but not least, I have a couple of their Fair Isle sweaters. I've been full on obsessed with their Fair Isle sweaters. They are so great this year, and they're just coming in so many fun colors and prints. I just cannot get enough. So I firstly went for this very girly one. I feel like it kind of looks like it has a lipstick effect, but it's not. It's like a proper Fair Isle with a little bit of a ribbon twist right there. These are the craziest, softest things. Like, they are just so snuggly and amazing to wear. I love the girly pop of color. I just think it's adorable. And then I got a navy one again with this blush pink little trim and pattern. So cute. This one also has little ribbons, and these are a little bit more high necked, but not like a proper turtleneck or anything like that. Really cute, very, very soft. Again, it has a nice kind of ribbed hem and good amount of stretch too. So these really do like stretch with you, which around holidays is always very, very welcome. And I honestly cannot get enough of this print. Like, I just think it's so adorable. It's such a nice way of embracing the holiday season without being like full on sparkles or Christmas sweater. And yeah, I just absolutely love this line. So happy with these, just so soft, so cozy, and just the cutest things. So that wraps up this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will pop links for everything down below in the description section. Let me know if you think I was overreacting about the bag, because sometimes I get in my head about it and I don't know if actually the issues aren't that big of a deal, but for me, it was just an instant. I don't love this, but yeah, let me know what you think of the bag down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.